7 aid workers have been killed in Gaza. The organisation World Central Kitchen said the workers from countries including the United Kingdom, Poland and Australia. And it comes a day after an airstrike on Iran's consulate in Damascus, which saw 2 top military Iranian officials killed.
If you were to start from scratch on a Tuesday morning and look at the situation now in Gaza with regard to the Iranians and regard to Israel, you've got aid workers killed, you've got a diplomatic office bombed, and you've got a hospital destroyed. The optics of this are beyond shocking. The trouble is, we've got used to it. We've been drawn into this situation. Israel's increasing response, and I think we need to be clear, it's the Israeli government's increasing response to pressure coming from both the US and the international community, is to lash out even harder, which is drawing the United States almost to the point of a sort of Faustian pact, where they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. They can't, they've criticized Israel openly. They're still providing ammunition and weapon systems to Israel. Israel seems at this point that it feels justified in not necessarily showing the restraint that we would expect from a liberal democracy. And the very worst levels of escalation that many people assumed wouldn't happen are slowly eroding. We're seeing things happen now that would have been completely unthinkable 6 weeks ago.
The suggestion that the destruction of al-Shifa hospital is some sort of a wonderful military victory defies logic.
It defies logic, but also I think it is what it is. I mean, I think the balance that the Israeli I would not want to be in the Israeli position. I have real sympathy for the position that their military commanders find themselves in, because it is such a mess. But there is no doubt that Hamas were using the hospital as an operating base and wanted the Israelis to attack them, and the Israelis have given them exactly what they wanted, which is global imagery of a destroyed hospital, and for very little military gain. It's like it's a dumb victory. This is exactly what Hamas wanted. It's all part of the propaganda game. But who suffers at the end of the day? Not Hamas, not the Israeli Defense Force. They take casualties. I'm afraid that's war. It's poor people with few resources holding on to life the best they can. That's ultimately who suffers in these circumstances, and that's been the same for hundreds and hundreds of years.